You ever thought about having plastic surgery?
Dude, this is after plastic surgery. It takes a lot of work to look this good.
Hello everyone and welcome to our review of Wonder, a movie about the hardships of going to school, things that we know quite well.
Yeah, but in this movie, it's about a child with deformities going to school. They're a little bit more difficult than our terrible experiences.
Yes, in a way we had it easy.
Yep.
Wow.
Still not enjoyable though.
Wouldn't recommend this school malarkey. Anyway, we'll get right into it. Things we can't spoil. Right. It was sad, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel like that's not a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler. This movie was... I mean, the whole context gives you that it's going to be sad. But to be honest, what we will say is it has its ups and downs. It really does vary. I'm doing a weird hand gesture where I do kind of a wave with my hand. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's really got its emotional highs and lows, you know, where like he's having a real shit time at school and then he's having a real good time at school because he's thinking of Star Wars. And he's having a real shit time at school because, you know, it's hard. Yeah. So it was very relatable on the school aspect and stuff like that. We've all been there. We've both been the subject of bullying, of course, because, you know, we grew up to do this. I think, you know, there were problems from an early age there, really.
Speak for yourself. I was clearly the most popular child.
That's true, and I dragged you into this. You didn't come by choice, so...
No, I'm just kidding. I was like the biggest...
The biggest nerd.
Yeah, I was the emo kid.
Yeah, you were the emo kid.
So, I mean, clearly not...
I didn't do too bad, actually. I was just, like, quiet and in the corner, and for some reason I escaped bullying. It was real good, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, just keep bragging.
Yes! School! Woo! No, I got bullied sometimes. It's fine. Yeah.
Look at you with your only sometimes.
The rest of us had to go through that shit every day.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, this movie was so human and relatable and all the characters were so filled out, and although no one was like outright evil, there was no villain stuff, everyone was very complicated and flawed, and there were...
Yeah, that's the thing though, it's, you know, it's not like a superhero movie where there's a main guy you gotta fight against.
Where there's just one big prick and you gotta...
Yeah, it was a human story, and that's the point. Like, it's not...
real kind of down-to-earth, real... Oof. Grit. Not grit. Yeah, it got me in the feelies.
Yes.
I was all over the place. What about you?
I mean, if you were all over the place, then I was a disaster, because I was clearly more upset than you, but...
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'd toughened up a little because we'd just come out of Paddington 2, and that... Oh... That got me right at the end. We should have read that, really. Anyway.
I like how your standards for sad movies is Paddington 2.
No, not sad, but just like it got me emotionally like that. Drew out some tears.
And that prepared you for a movie about a deformed kid going to school?
Yes, because they're the same thing. No, I'm just joking. No, it's just, you know, I'd already let my emotions out that day, and I was like, well,
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm tough.
They will cry. Get back in there, dear.
Get back in there, dear. That's what I was like during Wonder. I was like, I can't, for the sake of my men points.
You lost them a long time ago. You're on minus points.
I lost the entire sticker book. Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Oh, and it was so well cast. Like, the child actors were unbelievable in this.
You know what? The main kid, the kid who played August?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know this comes down to, you know, partially his acting, but then also, like, the makeup and whatever, but he was very convincingly...
He was very convincing.
Like, I wasn't aware that it was makeup at first.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, this is coming from his heart. Like, he's experienced this. This is...
Yeah, we thought they cast an actor with the facial deformity or something, like they did in Breaking Bad with Walter Jr.'s character having cerebral palsy.
It just felt really real.
Yeah.
So I was surprised when I found out it was makeup and stuff, but...
Yeah, there's nothing that really takes you out of it. Also, there was Star Wars in this, so, you know, I mean,
that's important.
I'm always up for that. That's important in any movie, especially a Star Wars movie. No.
Yeah, like... August likes space and whatever, so obviously Star Wars movies. But...
And he related to Chewbacca because he was like, do you know what? I bet he feels pretty out of place sometimes.
Yeah.
Good for you, Chewie.
So,
an inspiration to us all.
Anything else to not spoil? General points of
I don't
the
think
movie?
there's anything I could not spoil anymore. Shall we rate it?
Yeah. What are you going to give it?
Well, I'll go first this time, and I will give this a proud 5 out of 5 nices.
Oof, the
Also known
nicest.
as the nicest movie. Yes, a rare, coveted rating that very few movies ever achieve.
It's happened once before.
Once before, many years ago. No,
That was like last month.
it was a few months. But yeah,
But yeah, even still, this is the second movie
To
to get a
end-
5.
yeah.
And it's also another sad,
Yeah.
hard-hitting movie, so apparently we have a theme going.
yeah. Apparently we're just like, oh, I need a movie to destroy me before I can enjoy it at the highest level. Because we're masochists, apparently.
No, it's just, usually the sad movies are the ones that got a lot
Yeah.
of effort and stuff into it, so...
But like we said, this wasn't entirely sad. This was so up and down. It was a real roller coaster. It
Yeah,
wasn't
like-
just like build up and build up and build up, really sad at the end. Like,
Yeah, there was like even times when people laughed.
yeah.
Like, it was actually kind of funny also.
Yeah, there were moments of levity and humility and joy and... Oh, wonderful. Anyway,
A mix of all the good stuff.
all the good, yes. Now, on to our best segment yet. Who is this for? The segment in which we tell you who this movie is and is not for. So, who would you recommend watches this movie?
Start with the general things. Serious movie fans.
Serious movie fans. If you're not into your high-flying, high-action, blockbuster superhero movies, then... well, get out. But no, stay for the rest of this review and then watch this movie, because this to me feels like something that those snob actors that don't go in superhero movies out of principle would be like, oh, yes. You know, you bloody Jude Laws and you... Anyway.
No, it just has like everything good in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
For its genre at least. I mean, can't really compare it to a superhero movie or anything, but
Yeah.
it's got the whole package.
The whole package.
And it's also got, like we said, the good cast and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Owen Wilson. The woman, I forget her name.
You can't just say the woman.
I forgot her name. Who was it?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Yes.
So, you know.
Hollywood's biggest lips.
No, I mean, they're just like really well known and...
Not to you, apparently, but...
Owen Wilson
Yeah.
is... No.
I'm surprised we made it this far without going... Wow.
No, but I mean, they're just big actors, so they've been in all kinds of stuff, so...
Mm-hmm. Well, no, they were the only, like, big two. Well, and the
that's
guy
what
who
I-
played the headmaster who you recognised from some one show.
Criminal Minds.
Criminal
But
Minds.
he's not really big either.
Yeah, not a big guy, so yeah.
Yeah, the headmaster was Gideon from Criminal Minds. I don't know if anyone watching this even knows who that is, but...
We'll put him on the screen now. And now he's gone.
But, yeah, anyway, who else is this for?
It's for real tough boys.
Like you.
Like me. Yeah, you've got to be either willing to just let loose and weep in the cinema of, you know, in both joy and sadness, or you've got to be real fucking hard up and tough and like, I don't feel anything.
No, I feel like that just makes you heartless.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes you
And
heartless.
that's exactly what we've put
Yeah.
here for not to watch. By tough boys, I think we meant more like...
People okay with expressing their emotions, because that's what makes you really tough, guys. To all you beta males out there like me.
Who else is this for?
People who like the novel, probably. Because, as not many people know, this is based off of a novel.
Which we didn't read.
Which we did not read, and were not aware of until this movie told
I
us.
was aware of it.
Alright, well, I guess you're just much smarter than
I
me,
just
but...
didn't read the book, so... This is, like, not 100% certified recommendation, but...
Yeah, I mean,
It's
this could be a terrible adaptation of this book. We don't know, but it's a great movie on its own.
To be fair, though, if you like the concept of the novel,
Yeah.
it can't be that far from it.
Oh, there we go, making general assumptions.
Well, hey.
Well, that's our specialty here. Anyway, shall we go on to the final segment of the show? The one where people who forgot this was playing in the background turn off for.
Yeah.
Spoilers. What will we spoil? Well, there was a bit in the... And I just want to get this out the way because it's not really a bit about the film as a whole. It's more just a weird little gripe that seems like it'd be in a cinema sins and then never mentioned again. There's a bit right at the end where there's a confrontation with some older kids and August's friend Jack Will gets pushed over and he hits his head on a rock and they make sure to show that it's on a rock and then he feels his head and there's some blood there and then they escape and he feels his head again and there's some more blood there because, you know, he hit his head on a rock and we were like, oh oh no, Jack Will's gonna die, or he's gonna get a brain damage, or, you know, something bad is gonna happen, and this movie's gonna twist us and our emotions round again.
But for a different character that you didn't expect
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Exactly. But no, it just fucking goes away.
Yeah, it's like
Nothing happens of that.
But to be fair, that was a minor.
It was a minor thing, but they put so much emphasis and screen time into showing it that it really shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Is this a deleted scene waiting to be leaked, or like, what is this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Wasn't an issue on the whole though. Just a bit
Just a bit, Anyway, what else?
I liked how they did the several perspectives though. Like, kind of going into this, I thought this was going to follow August, the main character, the whole way through, and that's it.
Yeah.
Since it is his story. But what
Yeah.
they did was really smart. I don't know if it's like this in the book or not, but they kind of like, what's his sister's perspective on this, and what about Jack Will's?
How does Meg feel? She was a real Meg from Family Guy, wasn't she? She was a real...
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, nobody in this world gave a shit about
Yeah.
her, but that boyfriend guy.
Yeah, but like that's the thing though. Like they touched on how she gets a bit outcast and she feels
Yeah.
alone because she doesn't get enough attention from the parents and whatever like that, which is
Yeah, and rather than
Fair
turn to
enough.
self-harming, she turned to acting.
like responsible people.
Like responsible people. Yes, good. Always do extracurriculars before cutting yourself.
Whoops.
So first we follow August, and then it goes to his sister Via, and it's like, whoa, and it just kind of takes you out of there and shows you from an outside perspective of like, wow, yeah, that would be actually quite shit to be in their household with the son getting all the attention. I mean, there's even a line in the film where she says, this family's like the solar system, everything revolves around the sun, and that was really true, and it was really well done. And then we go to Jack Will, and we go to Miranda, and we just get all kinds of perspectives and stuff. And although they don't get a title card, Mum and Dad feature heavily in this.
That's
We
more-
get to see their side of things.
Yeah, that's more direct onto August's perspective though.
Yeah.
I mean, their perspective on it's not much more than what he sees. The whole point of the perspective thing was that, you know, he's not going to see that his sister's suffering, and
Yeah.
because obviously she's not going to be like, pay attention to me.
Love me! Yeah,
But, yeah.
because that would be selfish, but also fair.
Yeah.
So, all in all, really good. Very well directed, you know, very well formatted and structured. Brilliantly acted. Can't fault anyone's performance at all. And there wasn't a single bit in the movie where we were watching it and looked at Owen Wilson and turned to each other and went, wow, which is what we expected to do
Yeah.
this movie, because we can't really take Owen Wilson seriously after that video on the internet of a load of him saying, wow. He is a meme unto himself, really, isn't he?
Yeah, when we first saw the trailer for this and we saw it was Owen Wilson, we both looked at each other and went, wow.
Wow.
And I think we did that every time we even mentioned going to see this movie.
Yeah, but as soon as we sat down in those seats, we were just captivated by this entire thing, and it was brilliant.
We were so into it we couldn't even meme.
We couldn't even meme, and I think, in a way, that's the sign of a great movie. That's something we can all take home with us. We have been your hosts, Moose Skittles and Spoopy. Thank you for joining us this evening. Now, anyway, we won't do any kind of serious or joke ending. We'll just do the regular ending.
Choose kind.
Choose kind. Goodbye.